Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Sorry, trying to get things straight. I'm not 100% sure what message is going to come through today. The last couple of videos I've done, God or source, whatever you call the ultimate, has really come through in a powerful way. And it was not expected. I didn't ask for guidance. It was just channeled through me. I will tell you, a lot of us that are considered to be light workers, the chosen ones, the star seeds, whatever you call yourself, and it's perfectly fine. It's perfect. A lot of us are going through tower moments. I'm right now going through a tower moment that I was not expecting. But you learn that everything happens for a reason. Even if, and I've had some comments on my last, one of my videos about speaking your truth and not kind of like being shunned or being looked down on by the people that don't get it. And that's a tower moment. You know, it's 100% on how you choose to take the moment. You know, it's just like in tarot. You can look at the cards in a positive way. You can look at the cards in a negative way. It's all how you take it. And that's life. You know, you can look at any situation and go into victimhood or fear. But as we're evolving, we're learning that that's not where we're meant to be. And we're evolving out of that. We're evolving out of the victimhood and out of the fear and out of the blame and all of those things. And when you do that, you see so much beauty. And you see the lessons or the reasons why whatever tower moment happened in your life. I mean, I was sitting here this morning, and like I said, I'm currently going through a tower moment. And I was sitting here this morning thinking about all the tower moments I've had in my life and all the shifts and how every single one of them, while it wasn't exactly a pleasant experience to go through, while it might not have been fun, it might have been painful, it might have hurt, it might have hurt feelings, somebody else's or your own, they all happened for a reason. And every one of them I evolved from. And if you look back over your life at all your tower moments, all your oh shits, or all your what God why moments, look how you came through it. It got you to where you are. And when you can look back on all of those moments and see them as a blessing and find gratitude in every one of them, regardless of what it was, that's where the magic is. And that's how you know you're growing and you're evolving. Because it's what we came here for. And I look at the people that have commented through multiple videos, but especially the last couple that I did. And people, because I don't want to say, knocks is the word that keeps coming to me. It knocks everything that we were taught. If you grew up in a church, if you grew up in a religious background, what I talked about is like 180 degrees on the other side of that. But as you evolve and you see that God is everything, everything happens for a reason, and love is the ultimate everything. You can see, you'll understand what I talked about. And from a higher perspective, which is where we're evolving, is to a higher perspective. A lot of you get this. Some people are still struggling with it. And that's okay. You know, I told somebody the other day, I said, you know, when you can get to the other side of the tower moment and you can see the blessing in it, it might suck when you're going through it. But a lot of times, it's the dark part of us that we don't want to see. We don't want to own up to. And when you're going through a tower moment, if, like, for instance, if you're leaving your job and or a relationship and you're scared, and that is what's keeping you in this relationship or in this job, that's something that you need to look at down deep. And a lot of the deep work, I thought about it the other day, and because I've done a lot of this work, and I know a lot of you guys have too. When that moment hits and the shadow, the dark part of you that people don't want to face, most people don't want to look at that. Most people don't want to own it. Every time I've looked at that, and it's like face to face with whatever it is, whether it's a fear, a belief, a limiting belief, trauma, whatever it is, when the reason behind it hits you, it is like a gut punch. At least it is for me. The last one I had, you know, it was like, because you can externalize. I do this because of X. When you do this, it makes me feel whatever. You have to eliminate the because of this. Look at your behavior. Look at your situation. You are the creator of your existence. Everything I've been through, I could go back and say, I reacted this way because of something. It's your belief system. It's you. And these are big things. These aren't, how do I when you behave in a way that is not of love, because for me, it was an instant rage, instant anger, because two, I'm an Aries. Aries are very headstrong, very strong-willed, very in your face. It was not a part of me that I liked. And when I sat with that, and it like dawned on me, oh my God, I talk about all this stuff Look how I'm acting. Here you go. Tower moment. I mean, the tower moment. Sorry. Message is coming through. When I sat with that and I thought, this isn't how I want to react. This isn't how I want to be. And I really got to the root of why I do it and the fact that it's me. Nobody else can make you be any other way than you choose to be. When that moment hit, it was like a gut punch. It was like oh my God, this is me. Only then could I change it. Only then, when it really hits you, that it's you. It's your lesson. It's your limiting belief. It's you. And you own it and stop projecting it out on somebody else. Projecting it, and there's no blame on anybody else. Because you have the choice, even if it's a relationship you're in. If you're in an abusive relationship, it's your choice to stay. It's not their behavior. Now, granted, you wouldn't be watching this if you were bound up or something in a cage. God forbid. Again, it's your choice whether you stay or a job that you might even like your job, but it's become boring. Or you thought you were supposed to be there, and now things are happening. Tower moments are coming up. You get in trouble for something that you didn't even do. Somebody else gets the promotion that you think you were supposed to get. They realign management. Now your job has been downgraded to something else. All of these things are out of your control. What's in your control is how you deal with it. And when you accept everything happens for a reason, and you allow things to just run their course for your highest and best, it always works out. The message that was coming through, because I was trying to tie this in to a comment that somebody said the other day about Christians saying that everything that I talked about, everything that I do, they look at as evil, as witchcraft, as the dark side, as I'm not following God, which is so far from the truth. All of it is wrong. It's no. And when you can judge the fruit. What is it? It just lost. It was here and gone. You can be judged by the fruit of the tree, or whatever the crap that saying is. I just lost it, but you know what I'm saying. You can judge somebody by the fruit. Okay. However, it's not for us to judge. First of all. Second of all, that's for you to look at yourself. And again, it's not out of judgment. I looked at myself and I came to the realization this is not fruit that I choose to share with anybody. It's bad fruit. That saying in the Bible, thank you, isn't for you to judge anybody else. It's for you to work on you. And not out of judgment, out of love. So stop looking at everybody else and trying to judge their fruit. It's not up to you to judge their fruit. And when people want to judge you, that's on them. That's their limiting beliefs. That's their judgment. That's their stuff that they have to deal with. When you can come back and look at you from a place of love and acceptance, and go and realize that there's something a fruit that you don't care to bear anymore because it's not of love, and you cut that off your tree, and it heals, and beauty grows back. So in the tower moments, why are you having tower moments? Yes, things are shifting. Yes, it is time to let go of what no longer serves you. It is not for us to judge timelines. Oh, I've only been in this job 6 months or 6 years or 20 years or whatever. I've only been in this relationship a month. I've only been in this relationship a year, 10 years, 20 years. It doesn't matter. Is it serving you anymore? And I will tell you, your answer will come from the tower moments. And be careful what you ask for. Because when you ask for a sign and it appears, you can shove it off to the side. And you can blow it off as a coincidence. You can, just keep going. No, I want another sign. The universe is very patient. God is very patient. You can ask for another sign. This happens to me more than I can tell you. Because the universe, your higher self, is trying to get you on your path of where it is you're supposed to be. Not that you're on the wrong path. They're just trying to help you evolve to the next step. Sometimes your tower moment, it's always co-creating. Always. Because when you leave a job, you've left them in a situation that they have to deal with. You're in a situation you have to deal with. When you leave a relationship, you both are in now a situation you have to deal with. It's how do you deal with it? And you sometimes it's for you, sometimes it's for them. I remember back when I did animal control, and I finally left, and I was like, they called me, they're like, "Oh my God, I thought you were happy. Why are you leaving?" And I told them why I was leaving. And I said, how many good officers do you have to lose before you fix the problem? And it took them some time, and I left, and so did others, before they fixed the problem. It was management. How many times does a life lesson have to hit you in the face before you fix the problem? Sometimes it's something small. Sometimes it's something big. But it's your fruit. Because it doesn't matter it doesn't matter the facade that you portray. Somebody will always see through the facade. It doesn't matter. Until you fix that fruit, and like I said, now a lot of us are going through tower moments. Some of them are painful, yes. Some of them are life altering, yes. They're all for a reason. It's something that no longer serves you. And that doesn't come from ego. That doesn't come from anything. Other than you're meant to grow. So, like I said, the tower moments happen for a reason. They're not bad. People look at the tarot card, the tower card, and the initial thing is, oh my God. You can look at it as, oh my God, or, okay, I accept what comes. I will handle it the best way I know how. Sometimes you have to ask for guidance. Sometimes you have to ask for clarity. But what is the lesson? Where is the fruit? And sometimes, yes, it's not you. It's the other party. But remember, you're co-creating with everything that enters your life. If it's something that you need to work on, if it's fruit that you need to fix it. Even if that fruit is leaving the situation. Walking away from friends that no longer serve you. Walking away from whoever, whatever. Even if it's moving, sometimes you have to move, literally move somewhere else because that place isn't serving you anymore. So, and I lost my thought. But sometimes that's it. Thank you. The moment that tower moment is happening to you and the other person as well, the other people as well. It's up to you. Can only fix you. You can only concentrate on you. It's up to them what they do with their tower moment. It may be like that job situation. It was time for me to move on. It was time for me to do something else. But it was also time for them to look at their management because they had lost a lot of good officers already because of the management. So, and in, relationships, it's the same thing. Maybe it's for the other person to deal. If it's an abusive relationship and you leave, the other person, and this is an ongoing thing for this other person, and they're being abusive or whatever, it's up to them whether they own it, that they're abusive and they need to change their behavior. So, but that's not for you to judge. So, I hope this helps. I hope this, and the hard part is when it's family or a relationship that you you're not looking to get rid of, somebody you care about, and you have to let them go. If they can't accept you for who you are, if they can't love you and honor you and so many things, if it's not serving you, let it go. Is it easy? No, not usually. But I know from my past experience, every single tower moment that I've had in my life, and I've had a few, I always come out on the other side better. I always make it through. One of them, yes, almost killed me, literally, because I almost took my own life. But it was what I needed to grow. And I look back on that and I'm grateful for that experience, for that tower moment, because it made me who I am now. And I see the beauty in it. The last tower moment I had, when I had that gut punch, I'm grateful for it because it helped me become even better. Was it fun to sit and look at myself like that? No. But that's where you guys are strong. You're here for a reason. Don't let these things knock you down. Accept them for what they are. Have gratitude for them. Because, unless you just don't care, you don't want people to look at you and judge you by and again, they're not supposed to judge you anyway, but you don't want them to judge you. I mean, I look at my family. My family doesn't see the new me. They see who I was when I was growing up. They see the old me. They don't see that gut punch that I had 6 months ago, I guess, something like that. I mean, I had changed before that, but that was another gut punch that I needed to become even better. My family doesn't see that. Every time God bless her, every time I see my mom, there's comments about the old me. I just let it roll off my back because I can't let that bother me anymore. Am I proud of who that person was? No. But I don't judge it. They're still judging it. They're still judging me because of that old behavior. Anyway. Be loving to you. Love yourself as God loves you, unconditionally. Even what you consider to be a flaw, even what you consider to be rotten fruit, or whatever you call it. But be careful what you say. Be careful how you talk to yourself. You can fix the flaws. You can cut the limbs off that bear that rotten fruit. Don't worry about what anybody else says, whatever anybody else thinks. Do that out of love for you. and you will be rewarded like I can't tell you. So this message went like all the way around, but I knew there was going to be a message in there somewhere, and it came through. Like I said, judging by the fruit that tree bears is not about judging anybody else. And it's not about judgment. It's analyzing you. What do you see when you look at your roots, the roots of your tree? Sometimes they're ugly. You have to own it. You have to really sit with it and dive deep into that tree, the heart of that tree, and find out why it's there. Or is it something that you want to continue or you want to change? That's what that is. And when you, at the end of the day, the saying, what would Jesus do? Look at it. Is that behavior, can you see Jesus doing it? The Christ consciousness. Can you see him behaving that way or saying whatever you said? If you can, okay. If you can't, change it. It's your tree. Love it. Water it with love and affection, without judgment, without blame, without excuses. All of those things are externalizing your power. They're killing your tree. So I hope this helps. I know this was kind of a weird message. And if you're going through a tower moment, I'm there with you. I am there with you. I'm here to help. I am pulling for you to get through this. Just know that everything happens for a reason, and you will be okay. You will make it through this fine. So I'm sending you love. I send you so much gratitude. And, the whole thing of click the like button, subscribe to my channel. It helps the channel grow. Yes. And I will tell you, I'm going to link my book below. I'm not here to try to sell my book. I'm here to help you. But if you're looking to see things in a different light and how to continue growing from your highest and best, my book can help you. So I will link that below. I send you love and many blessings, and we will talk later.